I'll pray for you. You pray for me? I love you. I need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you. I need you to survive. Welcome back to your spiritual sports segment on Rhema Gospel Radio. I'm CJ. During Monday night's home run derby, the captain of the American League, Robinson Cano, was booed viciously and constantly after he promised to select a Kansas City Royal player, most notably Billy Butler, to be in the home run derby in his hometown stadium. But Cano decided not to select Butler, and the fans voiced their displeasure over and over and over again. A similar situation occurred at last year's Derby when Prince Fielder did not select Justin Upton from the Arizona Diamondbacks to be in the Derby in his hometown stadium. So to ward off any such situation in future derbies, MLB Commissioner Bud Selig is considering a rule that a hometown slugger be included in the home run derby in his own stadium. For your London Summer Olympic news, U.S. District Court Judge Sam Sparks in Austin dismissed a lawsuit filed by Lance Armstrong that is aimed at preventing the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency from moving ahead with charges that he used performance-enhancing drugs throughout much of his long career, and Armstrong can refile in 20 days. Judge Charles Hayden Cave, a High Court judge in London, rejected the argument by locals opposed to placing missiles on top of their apartment building and stated the missiles presented no real threat to residents and were a necessary part of Olympic security. President John Fahey, the head of the World Anti-Doping Agency, urged drug cheats Tuesday to withdraw from their Olympic teams and stay away from the London Games, and said athletes will face the strictest anti-doping program in Olympic history and stand only a small chance of escaping detection. And finally, during the summer of the 40th anniversary of Title IX, American women have reached another milestone in sports. For the first time, they outnumber the men on the U.S. Olympic team. And speaking of Title IX, make sure you read and or listen to my commentary titled Thank God for Title IX on my blog site CEEJAY in the June blog archive section. For your NFL quick hits, if Drew Brees does not have a long-term deal in place by Monday's 4 p.m. Eastern Time deadline, the New Orleans Saints quarterback has no plans to sign his franchise tender and report to training camp, according to league and team sources. Former Baylor wide receiver Josh Gordon ran a 4.52 40-yard dash in front of representatives from 21 teams at his pro day Tuesday, according to the Houston Chronicle, as he held the workout in advance of Thursday's supplemental draft. The attorney for former NFL quarterback Ryan Leaf says authorities in Texas are no longer seeking to extradite Leaf and revoke his probation, and will be transferred to the next treatment program for his addiction to painkillers. And finally, the Green Bay Packers announced Tuesday that they had a record year financially, driven in large part by their 13-0 start to a season in which they were the defending Super Bowl champion, and they had $42.7 million in net income in 2011-2012, an increase of 150% over the previous year, while their total revenue was $302 million, up 6.9%. This sports segment was sponsored by Simple Church Ministry, where they are not the spectator sport we Christians call church. For more information on their philosophies and inner workings, please visit their website at simplechurchministry.org, and you can also follow them on Twitter at SimpleChurchMan. To have your company sponsor a sports segment, please email me at cj@cjsports.com for more information. To catch archives of your spiritual sports segment, log on to my brand new blog site, cjsports.com, and be sure to give me that follow on Twitter at CJSports. That's CEEJAY. Stay tuned for more updates in your next spiritual sports segment, where we sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. I'm CJ. Be blessed and have a wonderful Wednesday. And in closing, as justice is beginning to take shape, I am still Trayvon Martin.